Beam Price Prediction 2025. Can Beam shake up the gaming market? Have you ever felt that gaming economies are ultimately centralized and unfair? Millions of gamers are losing control over their hard-earned rewards and decisions in their favorite games. That could soon change as well. Imagine if you could not only play but also have a say, be part of something bigger, and truly own your rewards. That is Beam's vision. A gaming token that is fairly distributed, offers decision-making freedom through DAOs, and builds long-term trust with a deflationary model. Gaming is not just a game, it's a global movement, and Beam is ready to change the rules for it. But why now? Because the future doesn't wait. Stay tuned and find out how Beam is redefining not just gaming, but also your place in the blockchain revolution. So what exactly is Beam now? Beam is a token essentially built on Ethereum and the Binance chain, focusing on gaming, play to earn, and ultimately governance, and it was founded in 2023. Beam has some very good approaches, but it still has a few drawbacks. I'll get to that later. Now let's get to my 10x formula and my 20 metrics. You can read through them there. I've adjusted these for 2025. I'll link the video about it again up here, where I explain them in detail. That's very worth watching. Which metrics do you actually find the most important? I'd be interested to know, so feel free to write it in the comments. Yes, and then we'll jump right into the analysis. The first is the market capitalization. It's essentially a small cap altcoin, as there is still significant growth potential. Score 7 out of 10. Then the next point is the circulating supply. That's already at 79%. That's very positive. This means that not many more tokens can come onto the market, which could ultimately lead to price instability. 8 out of 10. Next point is the roadmap. So they are really focusing on further development, especially in the gaming sector. They want to improve the infrastructure, then they want to further enhance their governance structures to make it even more decentralized, and as I said, they want to build more and more games on the platform. So they have a strong roadmap and a plan. That's positive. 8 out of 10. And then the next point is, how strong is the team? The team is actually very solid and well structured. On one hand, they have experience in the gaming sector, but also in the DAO space, which is of course very good for decentralization in that area. 8 out of 10. And then we come to the next point. What narratives do they have? They are definitely very relevant in the gaming narrative, especially for 2025. In my view, it's really one of the most important narratives. So they are extremely well positioned there. 8 out of 10. And then the next point is, what problem are they solving? Ultimately, they are improving the gaming industry through their decentralized structures, especially in the play-to-earn sector, which has always been quite unfair in the past. Because decentralized decisions are being made, this obviously ensures more fairness. 8 out of C. And then the next point is, how is it ultimately with sustainability? And since they are building on the Ethereum blockchain and ultimately on the Binance chain, both of which are efficient and continue to improve, they are very well positioned in terms of energy efficiency. 9 out of 10. And then the next point is, how does it look in terms of capital? How strong are the investors? In the end, they are supported by the Spartan Group, DWF Labs, and they have already secured solid sponsors and significant investors from the crypto space, so to speak. That's very positive. 9 out of C. So, how does the competition analysis look? Who are the competitors? Well, that includes Gala Games. They've been around for quite a while. X-Infinity, of course, was also very strong in the last bull run. There are a few, I would say, that are really well positioned and are strong competitors. But since Beam ultimately has a unique selling point with the topic of governance and making decentralized decisions, they are extremely well positioned in that area and have a good chance of breaking through. 7 out of 10. So, how's the marketing going? They are active on Twitter and Reddit. In the end, they also provide regular updates on how far along they actually are. They communicate their progress regularly and transparently and are continuing to grow, especially in the play-to-earn sector. They are well positioned in terms of marketing and are becoming increasingly present, even among influencers. 7 out of 10. Stop! If you appreciate such in-depth analyses, please leave a like. It supports my channel. Thank you very much for that. If you don't want to miss any more analyses, I upload an altcoin analysis every Saturday and Sunday. Then subscribe to my channel now and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any insights. And now we continue right away. Yes, how simple is the idea? And in the end, it's easy to understand. Play-to-earn gaming sector, but is it all decentralized? As a gamer, you can have a say in what happens with the protocol. It's easy to understand. 9 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the long-term vision? They want to further expand their ecosystem and strengthen the decentralized structures. They have a clear focus on that and a long-term vision of what they actually want to be in the space. They fill a gap in the gaming sector. Very positive. 9 out of 10. Then it's deflationary. It has a maximum supply. And yes, it has a maximum supply, which is good. And it has token burnings. So let's say stakeholders can also burn tokens. And so far, according to kernel statistics, 38% have already been reduced, which is very good. 8 out of 10. And then the next point, the fully diluted market capitalization is a good area. 7 out of 10. Then volume through market cap. How good is the liquidity? That's positive, which means the coin is very liquid. 8 out of 10. So how is the token distribution? Yes, and because it's quite decentralized anyway, the distribution was very fair from the start. They have transparent mechanisms, which is positive. 8 out of 10. Then the next point, are the top coin holders as low as possible? They are also low there because, as mentioned, it is decentralized, and ultimately the risk of larger investors being able to push or manipulate the price is not too high. 8 out of 10. What is the benefit of the Beam token in the end? On one hand, there are gaming rewards, of course. Then you can participate in the ecosystem, and ultimately you can have certain voting rights in the governance. All in all, it has a good utility. 8 out of 10. Then the 19th point, the community. And they are strong there, of course, because everything ultimately builds on the community with the Beam token. They have an active community, especially in the gaming sector, and they are well positioned in the forums. 8 out of 10. And then the last point, what about upcoming events? What is planned for the future? Ultimately, they want to further expand their decentralized structures by 2025, and they want to integrate more and more games in their area. I will link up above which ones they are so you have an overview of that. And in that area, 8 out of 10, because they are well positioned for the coming year. Yes, then we come to the result, 79.9%. That's an extremely positive result. They are very well positioned. The market capitalization still has a high growth potential, I would say. That's very good. The circulating supply is already high, which is also a positive sign. The roadmap and the team, they have a good roadmap, they know what they're doing, and they have a strong team in the gaming sector, which is very good. Then they also establish an important narrative for the upcoming bull run, which is also significant. They solve an important problem and have a unique selling point. Then it's the case that investors have already taken notice and are ultimately investing in the project. And the thing is, compared to competitors in a similar field, they have this unique selling point that sets them apart. So they are also deflationary because they have certain burning mechanisms and a fixed supply. That's already very positive. Otherwise, the utility of the Beam token is definitely there because everything is built a bit on that, and they have a strong community. And now in 2025, many games are coming, which is also very positive. Now we come to the price prediction. This is again based on the fully diluted market capitalization. And when the crypto market reaches certain values, I would say that the normal case is ultimately optimistic, and there are extremely high possibilities. As I said, this is not financial advice, and it's always extremely important to know that, in any case, certainly reaching a channel of a price of 0.28 or an amount of 0.83 or even as high as 140 are indeed the prospects that are theoretically possible. By the way, you can find Beam on my preferred exchange, Max. I'll link it down in the comments. Now that you know the potential of Beam, I'm linking a video up here about an altcoin that is also very interesting. It comes from the AI sector, which is also extremely relevant for the next bull run, so in 2025. So definitely don't miss the video, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.